What's going on, people? Welcome to another installment of Tony's Take. All right, so today we got that Sony news. So 2 items here. First up, let's talk about the Slim, and then after that, we're going to talk about PS Plus being more expensive. Oh no! All right, so PS Slim. So this was interesting because this news, quote-unquote news, dropped on Sunday, right? Images were posted up online that showed what is supposedly the PS4 Slim. Now, this thing had already been known. A couple months ago, in late June, Wall Street Journal, I believe it was, reported that Sony is going to be showing a Slim console and the PS4 Neo at Tokyo Game Show, right? So we already knew this was in the works. So, someone basically, okay, this is where this thing showed up. It's crazy. So someone on an auction site in UK, they put the PS4 Slim up on sale, and these pictures just started coming up, right? Craziness. So, the internet obviously went wild. Didn't matter if it was Sunday. Everybody went crazy, speculating. Was this real? Was it not? A lot of people actually thought it was fake because they felt that the console looked really dumb. Like, it was ugly. Like, it was flatter than the PS4, obviously, because it's a Slim, and it just, had rounded edges, and they just felt like that it looked like a cheap Chinese knockoff, right? So nobody could really, verify whether this is true or not. But in my estimation, and I said this on Throwdown, I believe this was true because of the previous announcement that this was going to be shown at Tokyo Game Show, and it kind of aligns with what we've known. It's like we're going to have the Tokyo Game Show on September 15th, around that week. Then we're going to have the PlayStation event September 7th. So I'm like, okay, this is probably real. It's too late for this to be fake, right? Like, I know it could have been like a 3D model, like the Nintendo controller, but there was just too many pictures of this thing, too many different angles. I went with it being real, and today, Monday, it was confirmed to be real because, okay, shout out to Eurogamer. These dudes did some real journalism. So they knew that whoever bought, actually, let me backtrack a little bit. So this was put up on auction on a UK site, and somebody bought it in the UK. So Eurogamer, being from the UK, they went to visit this guy's house, right? I'm forgetting the guy's name, but the guy, one of the head guys from Digital Foundry, he goes to this dude's house, records a short video of him booting up the system, therefore confirming it. Now, Eurogamer said they're going to have a full report on this next week, but the main dude that went there, he played it for himself, and he confirmed this thing is the real deal. So there you go, rumor confirmed. Obviously, Sony hasn't officially said anything yet, but I suspect they will probably at the Sony event on the 7th. Very interesting. So the thing with the PS Slim, because I heard a lot of people complaining, saying, "Oh, this thing doesn't even have any special features. It's just a Slim console." Yeah, that's exactly what a Slim console is supposed to be. A Slim console traditionally never had any other features than just being the regular version of the previous console that was just smaller and it ran cooler. That's it. I guess people, because of the Xbox One S, they expected this thing to be 4K compatible. No, the Xbox One S is a fluke in that regard. Most Slim consoles, I'm talking about the PS2 Slim, PS3 Slim, and now the PS4 Slim, were just regular versions of the previous console, just smaller, and it ran cooler, right? And the other thing is, people were very surprised by this announcement. Why are you surprised? This thing was announced 3 years after the launch of the PlayStation, right? This is in line with every other Slim console that has come out there. PS2 was announced, PS2 Slim was announced 3 years after the PS2 was launched. Same thing with the PS3 and now the PS4. Everything about this is just standard fare. So I don't know why people are making such a big deal out of it. This is just standard fare for Sony. Even Microsoft. Okay, here, I got to backtrack a little bit. Why is it that when Microsoft announced their Slim, this was cause for celebration, right? Yet when Sony does it, it's met with skepticism. It's like they are gonna now, they're pretty much essentially launching these things at the same time. What are you talking about? It's hilarious, right? So that's that bit of news. The PS4 Slim is real, and we'll probably get more info on it, at the Sony event. Now let's talk about PS Plus. So this thing has been $50 ever since it launched in 2010. Now Sony is jacking up the price by $10. So North American cats, dudes like me, if you couldn't already tell by my accent, $60 from now on, right? Starting September 22nd. Kind of sucks. I'll admit it. It totally sucks, especially given the offerings from PS Plus Now. I'll talk about that in a bit. But at the same time, it makes perfect sense. Think about it like this. This thing launched in 2010, right? What also happened in 2010? Microsoft raised the price of Xbox Live. It was currently, at that point, $50, and they raised it to $60. So now Xbox Live and PlayStation Network cost exactly the same. Makes sense. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to be honest. I'm surprised Sony didn't do this earlier, right? So there you go. Now here's my problem with it. Here's the thing. I have a problem with it in the sense, okay, I don't have a problem with it in the sense of I knew this was going to come eventually, but I do have a problem with it because if you're a PS Plus member like I am, then you know that for the last, and I'm just being honest now, for the last year, the offerings have been slim. Like, you know, going back to the places, they've just been like meager. Like there are no big, you know, super AAA games. Like I know some of you guys out there enjoy indie games. I enjoy indie games too, but you know, at the end of the day, people want those big hardcore AAA games, and we were getting that at the beginning of PS Plus. When they launched on PS3, man, they were dropping bombs every month. It was ridiculous, right? And now we've gotten to the point where Xbox Live is offering way better stuff than PlayStation Plus, which is crazy because Xbox Live had a bunch of ass. It was offering nothing, you know? But now since they're offering up big games and PS Plus is just offering a bunch of either like, indie games or just games that, you know, no one's ever heard of, it's not as exciting. So it's kind of a little hard to justify paying for PlayStation Plus, you know, just for these like cheap games, right? Obviously, most people, again, including myself, are going to keep paying that money because you want to play with your friends online. And I mean, I don't really play online like that, but I do like to get online and use some of the services, and I like to talk to my friends, right? So I'm going to have to pay for it, whatever. You know, I mean, it sucks, but what can you do? Can't do anything about it. So you just got to go with it, right? But I'm pretty sure some people are going to cancel their subscriptions, which is perfectly fine. I totally understand that. If it wasn't for me, like, you know, if I was just like an antisocial recheck, I'd probably just get rid of PS Plus entirely because it's kind of useless. But, you know, just to give the flip side of the story, I perfectly understand why Sony is doing this. Let's think about what's coming. Not even like that far down the line. This is like a month from now, right? What's coming? We're going to have potentially 3 systems out. We're going to have PlayStation VR, which is confirmed. That is coming, right, in October. We have the PS4 Slim, which is most likely coming out this year, and the PS4 Neo, which is rumored to be coming out this year. So that's 3 different like platforms that people are going to be gaming on. That is a lot of new potential customers. When you have all these like new people coming in, what do you want to do? You want to make a little bit more money off of them. So how do you do that? Raise the price of PS Plus. It's again, it is kind of like fucked up, but it makes sense from a business standpoint. You're gonna have this influx of all these players. Let's get some more money out of them, right? And you know, I mean, here's the thing. I was gonna say something along the lines like Sony isn't doing well. They're actually doing very well. They're destroying everybody out there right now, right? So, like in that sense, I can understand people going, why do they need to do this? They're doing fine, but you know, it's just a smart business move to just, you know, raise the price of PS Plus because of all these guys that are coming in. So that makes perfect sense to me. I'm not happy with it, but again, what can you do? So that's your dose of some Sony. Sony was dropping some bombs this weekend. Very interesting. So that's pretty much it. I want to know what you guys think about, you know, this news. I want to know what you think about the PS4 Slim and the price of PS Plus now being 60 bones, man. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Hit like on this video. Hit a like. I don't really care. Comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. All right, so that is it. Once again, I was Tony from the Koalition, and I'll see you all next time. Later.
The Koalition.